Alright guys, we are back. Map number 2, Heat versus Blitz. We're here on Cash, and it's going to be Blitz on that CT side as this is Heat's map pick. I am Sprawll. On my side is the one and only Laser, and yeah, we've got Ozure picking up a frag early on. 5v4 now as the T's are pinching onto this A site. It's a split from mid, highway, and we've got A main as well as Squeaky, so all the frags going in the favor. One for the CTs, and now it's going to be a retake for KY and Misk.
Yeah, all the frags, every one of them except for one. Only Frisco going down for Heat. And I gotta say, even though Blitz had some little flurries here and there, Heat was definitely the more consistent ones in that first step. After all, the connections and everything were settled. And now already off to a good start, one up. And you can see with Heat's buy. That's what I love about Go. Seeing 5 different guns. Okay, never mind. We 2 of the same, but thought we were going to have a very unique approach from Heat. But look at this. Blitz. Unique approaches of their own. Oh my god, we have another lag out. I hope not. Yes, this time it's Boba. But Blitz, even though we have a lag out, I like what Blitz does on eco rounds. They go for the crazy stuff. Trying to push up middle. It goes their way, though. They do get a trade, and that is definitely in their favor, but they're already battling one man down. Oh, never mind. That player was AFK. So I don't know why they didn't call pause or what, but he's back.
He's back, but as soon as he comes back, he will get dropped, as he just left CT spawn. There will be one frag. Actually, that's the second frag on the board for the CTs. KY is able to pick up a P90. The bomb is situated in mid right now, and being that they know the location of KY, I imagine, yep, they're just going to be heading for an A-side play, but Frisco wanting to just keep the attention over here, and he's doing a good job at it, as now KY will peek out. He does have a kit, but I don't think this is going to work out, as he is stuck at the wrong bomb site, and as soon as he peeks out towards A, Ozure is waiting to greet him. So 2-0 the scoreline, and yeah, I was a little confused. Bobo was kind of like shifting around a little bit and moving just like a little bit, but not really, and then finally he like buys armor, and first thing he happens as he leaves spawn, he just barred armor, feeling good, new pair of clothing you're just rocking, and you get dropped, so didn't work out for him.
And another Blitz eco. And no, don't play default. No, don't play standard. It looks like they're going to do just a little 2-2-1 here, aggressing into the A. But nobody's peeking it just, at least so far for Heat. Okay, Odger finally does it. Go for the boost. Boba goes down. Boba not having a good first half so far. Odger looking to pick up where he left off. He's looking for the triple. He makes his way into the A-bomb site, but Heat not having much trouble so far with these Blitz ecos. And again, making their way into A. And look how spread out Heat is here. Not going to get flanked at all. And only one player still up in the site. I don't know how he's made it out or made it alive this far, but Odger does take him out. And Gud goes down. So now the exciting rounds begin. Hopefully we have a clean half or a clean game this second one. No disconnections or anything like that. And here comes Blitz chance on their CT side.
Yeah, they're going to be buying up, and not a big fan of the boost that we saw Blitz go for. That's the kind of play, if you don't know the run boost that location, you need to smoke, right? Like, you know that they're on an anti-eco in Heat. They're going to be pushing around the map and just kind of holding and waiting for aggression. So someone being an A-main, that shouldn't have surprised them at all, and they got very damaged because of it. So definitely practice that run boost at home, kids. It's going to help you get into that boost without taking any damage. But we are going to see an opening frag is aggressing at least a little bit just into B halls, and he is dropped because of it. So entry frag for Heat, who we can see they haven't really changed their positioning too much because of it. But Misk will take down Frisco, so a 1-for-1 trade here, and actually a lot of damage done to Prism through Squeaky Door. So Ozure will try and salvage the situation, though. He's walking out into A, and he's going to get a beautiful headshot onto KY. Hero still left on site. Will go down as well. Ozure carrying his team into this site. Now up to Boba and Misk as Ozure gets another one. 1v4 here.
All right, I think the only thing going for Blitz this round is that Gud changed his name back to X. So hopefully that it has some sort of psychological advantage to it, because they just got ripped coming into the A bomb site. And Odger, he took out 2 positions where generally the CTs come up big. Man, I just bit my lip there. Ouch. But
That's
came up
painful.
huge. Right outside the door to the right, generally the CT there, playoff nades and everything, and you see him spamming down a lot. And then right in the site, you get the players that are going for the guy in the corner or going for the guys in quad. So for Audra to take down both of those angles single-handedly without any help is huge. And that means his rifle is on point. But here comes Blitz. More of the trickery on their eco rounds, this time boosting on the roof. And nobody is there for Heat this time. That's surprising because normally Heat is very spread out on their anti-eco rounds. Okay, they show themselves, and that plan is thwarted easily by Heat. Only KY and X-Man up here. And hopefully for Gup, that name change can get something going for him. But he does take down the bomb. Okay. Now he needs to find a new position because this means that all of the terrorists are going to be swarming him in just a moment. And he does take refuge at the truck. And look at this. Heat going for a boost of their own, but X runs out of deagle shots, falls to Lucky, and that is a quick 5-0 for Heat.
Yeah, on the T side, that is a great spot for them to be in. And our X-Man couldn't make it happen there with his deagle. He tried, but if he was able to clutch there, I imagine we probably would have had a pretty sick highlight reel video for the way that round played out. But didn't work out in his favor. It's kind of like when you drop the bomb carrier in that position, it's kind of like you've just kicked like a beehive and you're just waiting for all the bees to come. You've got nowhere to hide either, so just like good luck, have fun. And we are going to see the X-Man himself push into main mid and get a frag early on, but fragging back and forth, we do see man advantage for the CTs as Ozure will go down and KY getting another. So poised to take their first round of this half. Blitz, they're looking pretty darn good here. Lucky on 9 HP. Frisco by his side. They're opting to go towards A, it seems. KY will be waiting in sight there, but the issue now is that Blitz needs to be looking forward. Although this round is not over yet, they still need to be looking forward to the next round, as that is the one where their economy can just be absolutely destroyed. But I believe KY was thinking about that round as they pushed out, and he will get dropped. Lucky with the bomb plant. That's a minor victory, being that he's got 9 HP. It's going to be money in his pocket, and he almost gets Boba as Boba's trying to jump up onto that electric box, but won't get the frag, and that will be the first one on the board for Blitz. But, like I was saying, now an opportunity to reset that money from Heat. They can come back, win the round, and all of that lost bonus Blitz was taking advantage of is gone.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Blitz's money here. Their top player only have 4,500. Everybody else was in the low 3,000 mark, so going to be very low right now. And as you were saying, Heat, massive opportunity here to just put their foot on the throat of Blitz and pretty much end this match right here, because unless Blitz can do what Heat did to them so far, Heat has already done the damage, and they can do even more if they take this round, because Blitz is going to have to save at least one if they lose this one. So what is Heat's approach? Just kind of spamming throughout the map. Pretty much even damage exchanged between the two teams.
Oh,
Middle
Frisco
is a pretty weak
with
point.
the money nade.
Where was that from? I didn't even catch it.
He was from Sunroom and just nades into checkered. Knew he did a little damage and just like, see you later, buddy. Have a nice one. Through the smoke as well, just like guessed into checkered.
Man, tough spot for Blitz now. But the X-Man steps up, takes down Frisco. Retribution for that nade. Wow, what a one tap by Hero onto Audra, though. And it is going to hurt their taking. Hero, man, he was already looking for the next one before he was even done shooting. Hero doing big things so far this round for Blitz before he is taken down by Tomcho. So Heat's opportunity to take down the money of Blitz is looking pretty bleak so far. We got a big flank coming in from X onto Tomcho, which leaves it all on the shoulders of Prism to get that momentum right back in their favor. And he is going to go to the site where nobody's in. Of course, he doesn't know this, and the CT who's going to be rotating is going to be coming in from CT spawn. So if he could take him out, and he goes for the flash, he does. Only 50 HP remaining, but he's got to get in there and get the bomb down right now because the rotate's on, and they're both coming from the T-spawn side. He gets the bomb down. What side's he going to peek? Oh, no, he goes for the Molotov, and X had already made his way up towards the site, made his way past to Molly. So nicely done by Blitz in the end there, recovering mostly to the rifle of Hero, and that rifle work was quick. He was so confident that he already got that frag, and then he wanted to go back to double check. That looked a little weird, but Hero getting the job done here on the CT side.
Yeah, Blitz, they are going to avoid that pitfall of losing all of their economy there, so they make it past that round. Now, though, it's all about the actual round numbers. It's not necessarily about their economy. They just need to be putting rounds on the board and continue to do so. As the T side, they put themselves in a spot where they had enough money to... Ooh, Mr. X-Man through mid will get Tom Cho early on, so that's a great pick from the CT side. Their aggression's working out for them here, but we do have an A-side push already making it, and Ozier, he's the man to watch when they push into this A-site, checks all those corners and cleans up. And we are going to have finally firing back. Misk will take down Frisco. Mr. X-Man now up on balcony. We've got two players from truck. They are heading into sight, but these smokes are a little bit advantageous for the T side. Lucky still just in default spot. They've got Ozier behind Quad and Prism in Squeaky. And we're going to see good fire some bullets in towards Squeaky. I do imagine they know the location, that nade, the money nade, but Ozier takes down Misk, and the time is running out here. Beautiful Molotov, and that is going to put an end to the round here as Ozier peeks out, gets the frag onto X-Man himself, and 2-6 as Heat will throw the momentum back in their favor, and Blitz did not get enough done in terms of wins in a row to buy again, so they are thrown onto an eco, whereas the money for Heat is looking still fantastic.
Yeah, full control here by Heat, even though Blitz, that was a very, very patient round in the end by both teams. Blitz was trying to give Heat so much time just to take a peek or something, and Heat never gave it to him, and in the end that hurt Blitz because that gave them less time to take into the bomb site. But now Blitz going for the CZ. Boba, this man is devastating with this gun, and he takes down, is that 3? Is that 4? Are you kidding me? With this gun, the CZ, how many bullets does he have left? He has to have none, and he does pick up the AK, and Prism in the meantime has narrowed this down to a 1 versus 2, and he has 2 more to deal with. Boba, he is hot right now, and he has an AK, so has more firepower at his back now, but Hero is set up right at CT spawn whenever Prism tries to cross, so the moment Hero tries to shoot, oh, this is such a good setup from them, but he burns Boba. What a precise molly. And now, just based on that position alone, Prism is the player that's going to gather a lot of information from that. He finds the CT player. They both exchange some damage. Such a big situation here, because if Blitz can win this, it'll be so massive they won't have to save. And if Heat can take it, oh, it's going to go to Hero when Prism finally makes the peak. But still, Blitz, huge round from them, and now they are able to full buy, but again, they're still not out of the danger zone because Heat is going to be able to full buy here, and they again have a chance to reset that money.
Yeah, great eco there from Blitz, and I think the unsung hero was, I believe it was Misk from Heaven, naded directly into where they were rushing in. So already softening up those players, and then Boba just doesn't miss. Just hits all of his CZ75 shots, and a huge 4K for him. So once again, we see similar nades coming out, and it is going to soften up the T side. Misk with a frag here will get traded upon, though. Frisco going down as well, so advantage to the CT side. Prism very, very low, but we will see Blitz going down to Lucky, or Blitz going down. Not the whole team, just because X-Men, his name was confusing me a little bit, but 2 T's still left alive. Prism on 9, and Lucky on full HP, so definitely not out of this as they do sail a nade over towards KY, but explodes a little bit around the corner, meaning it does virtually nothing. And 2v3, plenty of time for the terrorists, but Boba's still positioned inside of B site. They do have their number 4-man hero. He's rotated all the way back to A, so at least for the T's, they have all the CTs spread out. But how do they make this work here?
Looks like they're trying to go back towards A, but they're taking a lot of time here. And they are going to go for the boost up over the box. KY is waiting there, and he is going to take down Lucky, and that's pretty much it for this round for Heat, as he was the player with more HP. And it's all up to Mikey, a.k.a. Prism, in this 1 versus 3. I think he hears one coming from the main entrance. Oh, he goes for the spot next to the door. Not gonna happen. And Blitz starting to find their footing here, and it's 2 in a row for the first time in quite a while, I believe, maybe ever, this map. But now Heat unfamiliar territory is they're now the ones that have to save. And from what I can remember, Heat definitely brought it to him on these eco rounds. And there it is, 5 Tech 9s. And they're going to be rushing straight into the A-bomb site where it's going to be up to KY. The smoke has already thrown a couple pre-flashes here. He might have enough to catch Blitz off guard. They do take down the first, but Hero right there with the trade. And now the take is on. Where is Hero? It looks like he's giving them the bomb site. He's giving them the bomb planet. At least not the bomb site just yet. And even though they do get the bomb down, I don't think he's going to be able to do much more as that defuse is on. The bomb gets defused, and they take down the remaining 2 with only losing 2 guns. Not a bad round from Blitz, not a bad round from Heat. So 5-6, and now Heat is going to be able to buy.
Yeah, buy around here, and I did want to bring everybody's attention to, we do have an Affluent Designs Twitter giveaway. So it's an AWP Man-O-War, field tested, I do believe. All you need to do is jump over to Affluent Designs Twitter page as well as ours, and as long as you're following, you do the RT, the retweet action. That is all you need to do. So definitely check that out. Affluent Designs, one of our partners and sponsors. So check that out. But round number 12, 5-6 the score line. We're just seeing some fire being traded in mid, but no real damage done. I think Tomcho and Hero had a little bit of damage, and I'm not gonna lie, I wonder what it feels like to get hit by a bullet for like 5 HP. Like, it just kind of tickles a little bit, or like you don't even bleed really, it just kind of, I don't know, it skins you. I don't know how that works, but
Probably like bad Charlie horse or something.
exactly, just a massive Charlie.
In the moment, you don't feel nothing.
Could be, yeah. Heat of the moment doesn't affect you at all, but it does look like an A-side play here as Hero trying to come up big. For sure, finally trades that frag. They are going to be able to get the bomb down in 2v2 situation. The X-Man is peeking out. He's actually pushed out from truck already, and this is a dangerous spot as Lucky is on the balcony, but he hasn't peeked over. He's holding an angle where Good did just walk by here, so Cho flashing out. He is going to get pushed, though, and now it's a 1v2. Lucky left alive, goes down, and that is going to be a Blitz round. We'll be able to get in here and get the defuse. So 6-6 going to be our score line. I thought that those post-plant positions were going to be good, but that smoke prevented Lucky from... He was holding a headshot angle from anybody basically walking from truck into sight. But that smoke basically helped out the CT side and made it into sight. Took down that player quad, and that is the round. So we are here, round 13. Full AKs on the board for the T's. And once again, obviously, a rifle round from the CTs. So 6-6, and this is the first time that we've seen 4 in a row from Blitz. So let's see if they can continue this momentum.
And at the end there, Tomcho with the flash at quad. He gave away his position there, and then it made the CT player rotating in expect him to peek that angle, and since he didn't, he just charged right through, and after Tomcho threw the flash, he still wasn't ready. So I think that was the round for them. But look at this, Heat. Early aggression towards B, but the rotate is already on its way. They do have one lurker, but now down goes Heat, trying to make their entrance into the bomb site, but it's Misk just raining down fire from above in the heaven. And that looks to be a fairly easy round for Blitz. It was a nice attempt by Heat, you know, standard strat, try to pinch in from the vents and everything, leaving one man for the flank, but they only take down one member. And now Blitz, not a comfortable lead coming into the second half, or still 2 rounds to play, but at least they have the advantage so far.
Yep, they have the advantage, but definitely Heat's going to be feeling all right as it is Heat's map choice, so the fact that they've able to staple down 6 rounds and the half's not over, they're going to be feeling confident moving into that CT side where Blitz, it's all coming down to their T side. And Cash, one of those make-or-break maps. If you don't know very much, oh my goodness, Hero gets the double, he gets the triple, and that's going to be Lucky going down. Osier, the last one alive. And although this was an anti-eco, that's definitely the way you want to stuff these eco rounds for Blitz. Definitely momentum gaining, but the problem here now is that they left the B bomb site. Osier is going to get a plant for free here, and that's all they wanted.
Right, they got it on the opposite side. They rushed in, 4 members died, and then Heat runs back, or Odger runs back all the way How does Blitz let that happen is what I'm wondering.
And he wasn't even, it wasn't that he was even waiting near the site, like you could understand maybe if he was waiting right beside there, but he wasn't even waiting. He was literally in A main with the rest of those players and just like, okay, I guess I'll go for B, and just heads on in and just, I don't know, go straight for the plant.
It's so rare that that even works. I mean, not even, despite the fact that like a quarterback sneak or leaving one guy outside the site while everybody else rushes the other, that's pretty rare that that works nowadays because we've seen it so many times. But to run all the way from one to the other, pretty much with full knowledge because the CTs were pushing and trying to flank and everything. I'm not sure how we made it by him, but another round, the final round of the first half. Heat looking to get this 8-7, not letting Blitz have a very comfortable lead. No matter what, it's not going to be too comfortable of a lead for Blitz coming into their terrorist side. As this was Heat's map choice, so their CT side's got to be pretty good. They're going to choose Cash. Right now Heat, ooh, there's a big frag. Frisco onto X, getting aggressive at the checkers. And once you find that opening frag on Cash, like a lot of other maps, it opens up the map a whole bunch for you, as it allows the CTs, or it makes the CTs have to spread themselves out a little more, or just straight stack a bomb site. But KY takes down the other member of Heat inside the A bomb site, which there is the prompt to rush in from Heat. And Lucky on to Boba, who probably should have just had a CZ because he went massive there last time with the rotate already on before the bomb even goes down. Both players coming out of heaven. It's up to Lucky in this 1 versus 3. Takes down Misk, down to a 1 versus 2. One member coming from each side. Heroes posted up. He now knows this. KY finds the headshot. And another round for Blitz. 9-6. Again, not a comfortable lead, but it could have been worse because Heat was having a very good terrorist side to start.
Yeah, definitely could have been worse, and now it comes down to the pistol round. We say it pretty much every halftime. Oh, so important to get that pistol round victory. So generally speaking, you can look at a team's stats and see how many pistol rounds they win, and that's definitely a key part to go off of if you're doing betting, that kind of stuff. Definitely one of the crucial aspects of this game. But obviously we still have teams that they're able to make it happen without those pistol rounds, and that's just some sheer skill coming from their rifle rounds. But we're about to go live in half number 2. This is map number 2. And Heat is already up a map. So here we go. Pistol round number 2 about to go underway.
Heat, a lot of work to do here, but definitely confident again if they chose this map of their CT side. Going to be either a lot harder or a lot easier for them depending on what Blitz does here on their terrorist side pistol. What is their plan here? We have three armors. One guy, Boba, now finally armor. So one guy full nades, or as full as they can get, and it is going to be a boost or an A split here. They are boosting up, staying silent. So they boost those 2 up. And now they're priming for nades and everything. They boost actually 3 up before they even take. But all this is in waste because Heat is on the flank with 3 other members. Oh my god, this could not work out worse for Blitz unless they can hold this middle or take down this A player. That's Tomcho. They're already making their way in, but no, Tomcho's coming up big too. He only gets 1, so the bomb plant is going to be down. And X pushes the spawn, catches Prism with his pants down. Suddenly, this round's turned upside down, but now firing back this Heat. So it's been traded advantages back and forth this entire time, but in the end, it's going to be up to Boba in the 1 versus 2. He has to defend this bomb. He has been spotted. The flank is underway. Frisco right there finds him at the tractor, but now he's running, and Audra takes him down. Do they know that everybody's dead? I'm not sure, but now they finally defuse the bomb, and Heat. Both teams thought, like, both going to win it so many times that round, but in the end, it is Heat who takes the pistol, but the bomb got planted. So don't be surprised if we see a Tech 9 armor here.
Yeah, that pistol round was just all over the place. I felt like halfway through, it seemed as though like each player on each team just kind of spawned in a random location on the map, and then they just said go. And it's just like this kind of cluster of, I don't even know how most of the players got to where they were, but I think the funniest part of that round is Lucky. He goes down to Hero right on top of the bomb. Hero jumped as he comes around the corner, and that's actually a great play because obviously you want to avoid getting hit in the head. But as he jumps, he headshots Lucky, and it was just, I don't know, it was nuts. It was nuts, but it is going to be pissed around pickup here from Heat. They get an early frag in this round as well. And this is an armor buy from the T side, so upgraded pistols plus armor. So they want to take this round if at all possible, but thus far not working out, as that's going to be another Pro 90 frag here, and Osier gets one as well. So we are going to see KY with the bomb in A main. He's got the X-Man with him, and peeking out Prism. We'll see in the next round, brother. He is down and out, but Osier will put an end to those two players, and that will be our second round, finished with 8-9, as Heat looking to bring this back to a tie scoreline, one away.
Yeah, and I don't really understand what Blitz did there, because previous map, maybe it's just map set, or the different maps that they'll go with different things on, but on an eco round or force buy, they had success with the Tech 9s before when they armored up, and they pretty much ran through Heat, but instead this time opting for the Deagles. Not sure if it's because of longer angles or what, but hold that thought, because Blitz is running into the B bomb site. I would have liked to see them do this with Tech 9s, but they don't, and Frisco and Toncho just have fun with it and frag everybody. Very minimal damage, and now gonna be first buy of this half for Blitz, and not enough for any ops.
Yeah, not enough for any ops indeed. They're gonna have AKs across the board, and Lucky still with the Pro 90 on the CT side. We'll see where he opts to take that, as it does look like he's gonna get aggressive up mid. So playing close quarters right outside of smoke at mid, not a bad idea at all. Actually getting aggressive. Why would you jump through that? I just don't understand. What was that play, Laser?
You know, that was American Counter-Strike, you know? Sometimes you're that confident, like, I don't even need to see the people I'm about to shoot. So, jumps right through the smoke. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll even do it with an op, you know? Sometimes you're feeling it so hard. But I don't know what the plan was there, to be honest. You know, brainstorming and nothing comes up.
Yeah, fair enough. And I gotta figure, I was hoping that was your answer, because I got nothing. So, aggressive play, and I guess if no one was sitting outside of mid, it would have worked. But,
it worked. They won the round.
Exactly. That is definitely the key point. They won the round, therefore the play worked. And Lucky on the bench right now, hanging his head maybe a little bit, as we all saw the madness. But 2v4 here. Blitz will get taken. I keep saying Blitz. X-Men. It is X-Men. No, it's good. He's going to get dropped, and now it's up to Boba, as we'll get spotted out by Prism. And that will be Osier finishing off the round. So 2K for him, and actually doing so with 13 HP. Not too shabby. And it will be an eco round here from Blitz. And like you were saying, I hope they take this round seriously. All of these eco rounds they should be taking seriously, and not just thinking of throwaway rounds, because you need to get damage done regardless. Yeah, you don't win the round, yeah. That's fine, but you need to damage the economy. You can't let it grow like this.
Yeah, and it's not a full force, but pretty forceful from the T side. And yeah, they're going with Deagles instead of, or a couple of them going Deagles instead of Tech 9s here, and Tech 9's been working out for them. And now, with very limited nades, only one apiece across the Blitz board, they're going to be taking into A, eating a little bit of fire damage. The setup is strong from Heat, though, and the rotate is on already as well. Still, they might be able to get the bombs down here. Ooh, KY, nice shot on to Lucky. Not being so lucky so far this half, but here comes the retake from Heat. Still not out of it, though, is Blitz. Hero onto Prism, but that bomb is still yet to be planted. Boba.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, the CZ. It is legendary at this point, but down to a 2 versus 2 here. Boba has found a Colt, and his teammate Hero has as well. So the guns of the CTs used against them here. Ooh, down to 13, and no trade attempt by Boba. Tough position for Tomcho. Gets the first one. No, Boba has to peek, and he catches him, but he doesn't kill him. Oh my God, Boba's so low, he has to finish him off. He doesn't, and he only has 4 HP left. A 10-second defuse. There's no way. He peeks out, headshots him. And just like that, it's going to be another round for Heat. Wait, I can't hear the bomb. I can't hear the bomb.
I think
it's going to be close, but I can't hear it. I can't tell.
Oh, wow.
It was really close, too.
0.5 seconds remaining, and without a kit, that came down to the wire. But what are we even watching? Boba pushes out reloading. Like, jumps out to the wall. He's like, oh, I'm going to use this wall as cover as I finish my reload. And then while that's happening, not able to get the frag on the other side, he's trying to spray his heart out to try and get that. But just...
You got to attribute it to you know, bad the minds and hopefully not bad play. You know, like, he thought that I thought I was going to,
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, just kind of predicting play that didn't actually happen as both of them try and make something work there. But inevitably, it's going to be Heat picking up the round. Blitz with a full buy here, but that is definitely the damage they wanted to do. It was close to just getting the round, but that's the point you get to where you kind of forget that you started on an eco. You finish in a 1v1 that gets so close. It's not even a good feeling that you got that close on an eco. It's now, we should have just had that round, so... We'll see how it affects their play, but Frisco already on the bench. This is a good spot as the T's have taken complete mid control.
Yeah, now, once you have it, what do you do with it? A lot of teams suffer in this predicament, and usually you want to send at least one guy out flanking, you know, to control that, because unfortunately for them, nobody is flanking, but man, Audra and Tomcho, they chose the wrong bomb site to contest right now, but KY takes it anyways, and X elsewhere takes out Prism. So Blitz, that didn't pan out how I expected. I mean, they took Indefenders, got rocked, but then in the end, the fragging power of KY opened up the bomb site, and then X was able to claim some frags on the rotate attempt from Heat. But Heat should be able to buy just one more round, and it is going to be a force-up. So Heat, they are still in danger right now, as Blitz, no slouches on their terrorist side, and this force buy has to work out for Heat, otherwise Blitz is going to likely have the lead.
Yeah, they're going to be able to come back, certainly, and see smokes out mid for the T side, that wall of smoke as it's going to be X getting one onto Ojur. He takes a bullet to the head, but he gets two. That's a little bit of motivation for him, apparently, just click him in the head once and he gets fragged, so Boba will get the fourth frag of the round for the T's. Prism still left alive. He will be able to get Boba. But the bomb's been planted. He does have a kit, but this is a difficult situation. Now makes it a 1v3. But needs to get the ace if he wants to get this round. And at the moment, there's actually no T's on the bomb site. Now Misk will be moving back in underneath. But that's going to be Hero from behind on the flank. Prism goes down. And a tied scoreline. Blitz, they are not done yet, and showing it on their T side. And now, like you were saying, they won that one round. That almost gives them two, as there's no money to buy up on that CT side.
Yeah, none at all. Straight desert dry for them. Just two players under 2,000. And the fact that they bought any pistols at all, to me, like at that point, it's not about evening out your money. I mean, you want to have full money for nades and everything, because if you, they might even want to force next round, because they're running out of rounds to work with, but just tough spot for Heat right now. They go for a B stack. One member of Blitz is trying to make his way into B, and it might just be a B pinch. Not too sure what the plan is yet, but here they come into B where three CTs are waiting. Audra only can get one before he is taken down, and could have been a lot more exciting had Heat employed their stack a little better, but doesn't happen, and they don't harm the economy of Blitz, just barely. And now here comes another buy for them, but based upon their money, we're going to see some promises, and we're going to see a lack of nades.
Yeah, and this is a really rough spot for Heat. They were looking to be in a promising situation, but now Blitz is the team that's looking solid, as they've got more than enough money to buy even if they drop a round. CTs do not have that luxury, so we'll see how things work out, but definitely this is a tense situation for the CTs. Boba will make it out mid with a number of other teammates as the walls of smoke, and this is just literally, the whole thing is smoked off right now. There's a total of 5 smokes in mid at the moment, so lots of cover as Frisco will be able to get the first frag, but once again, it's the X-Men. He makes it out of Z connector, surprises a player, gets the frag, and now two T's have made it up heaven, dropped into sight, and we will see Frisco getting one onto KY, and that is going to be a CT-sided round. Blitz will be able to get the final nade. X-Man himself will get that nade frag from the grave, but CTs have to rebuy, and that's the bad situation for them here. Plenty of money on the T side, though.
Yeah, critical round. So much at stake economically here for both teams. Only Blitz may be able to buy. It'll be such a tight buy for them. They'd have to force, pretty much, if they want to buy, if they lose this round. And for Heat, they need to take this round. Not only that, they want to walk away with all the guns possible. And Blitz, I'm not sure what the deal with Heat. Either they're way too afraid of the smoke strat to engage middle. They don't want to send numbers early. But the way Blitz is working this middle is giving them full mid control without having to even take a firefight right now. So how is Heat counteracting this? They're sending a player into A, and they catch Hero off guard. Hero is a big opening fragger for Blitz. And now it's Lucky. 3 frags after killing Hero. And that's a quick round right after the first aggression from Lucky. And nicely done by Heat, and this puts Blitz in the tough position now. Gonna have to save one, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think you put it perfectly in that if you're not going to contest mid, you need to do something else. You can't just expect things to work out because you've played sites and given them mid control. It doesn't work that way. You need to have something else going on. So Lucky going big there, but I think that was their downfall previously, is they just played sites normally, hoping that they'd just push in, and they eventually did, but the problem is they've got players going in through Z and then pushing out through towards CT spawn, and that just creates so many angles to watch. But you do see an A-side play here, already pushing out onto the site are the T's. Boba goes down immediately, and we're going to see the X-Men take down Ojir. 1 dig to the face. This is looking like a good CT side round, though, as we will see Misk fire back, though, so we'll even out the numbers, but only momentarily, as you see it is a 3v2, make it a 3v1. Misk, last one alive. It'd be great if he can take maybe a weapon or two out of their hands, but it won't turn out. Frisco will finish off the round, and Heat looking poised to finish off this map. Blitz was so close to coming back into things, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. They have no money for this round, and in theory, it should be Heat making it to match point.
An interesting part of that round is the smokes that Blitz threw actually helped Prism and his teammate in the back of the site there, because even though Blitz had fully secured the front of the bomb site, all the danger was in back, because the way Prism was playing it, he was just throwing flashes over the smoke, making sure he didn't get blind or rushed, listening very carefully. And because he did that, whenever Blitz tried to take into the bomb site, he had the early jump on him. Hold that thought. Wait a minute. Blitz ain't out of this just yet. Lucky goes down to the 1 dig. Blitz still trying to take into the A bomb site. One of their prongs of assault at B gets dropped, so now they have 2 in A and 1 trying to take up middle. This mid player needs to get a move on it and do something, because his teammates in A are dying, as well as the bomb. That's Boba, and he's going to hightail it out of there. And his teammate Hero has a good spot here. He 1 digs Frisco, and now he can, if he does this right, he can cut the map in half. He does it wrong, and he dies right away, which leaves Boba. He doesn't cut the map in half, and now Boba's taking way too much time. He's just got to hightail it in there right now, because the rotate's already there from Tomcho, now posted up with an op. Had Hero stayed alive, then he could have stayed in the CT area, made sure nobody rotated, or at least made them take a lot of time in rotating, and instead he goes for the peak right away, dies right away, and that is another round for Heat. 15-12, looking to move on in that upper bracket and stay out of the shark-infested waters of the lower bracket.
Yeah, you put it right. It's definitely going to be difficult to make it out of that lower bracket, but Heat looking like they're going to take this 2-0. This is the last chance. Blitz has to take it to overtime. They want to take this map and bring us to Overpass, which is doable, but I would like to say that, again, in theory, Heat should be able to take this fairly easily, but the pistols on Blitz have been working out pretty darn good, so we're going to see what happens here. Lucky sending some spray through Squeaky. Just barely misses Misk, but it is going to be, once again, an A-side play. So, storming into sight, Prism full blind. X-Men will be able to get him, and Lucky will be able to return and get one of his own, but goes down, and now we've got a team kill.
No.
KY onto Misk, and that could be all she wrote, as they do get the bomb down, but falling inside of the site, that's going to be Hero.